today we're going to do a little behind the scenes, what it's like being a full-time realtor here in Michigan. It's the end of March and we are having a little bit of a snowstorm. So anywho, we're doing a second showing today at one of the properties I have listed. And what's really cool is yesterday they were here and we were having a nice spring day. So they got to see what the property looked like on a nice spring day. The grass was trying to come in, is green. All the trees still don't have leaves. But then we woke up this morning and we're having a snowstorm. So they get to see 2 seasons in 2 days, which is really cool. So I'm out here to prep the property so that the second showing goes as well as possible. And then I got to jump in the car, drive in this snow, get to Rochester from Metamora to do an appraisal. And so I'll take you behind the scenes when I get there as well. So when we're doing showings on these special properties or high-end homes, we like to come here before the buyers get here. And we like to just turn on all the lights and prep everything and make sure all the toilet seats are down and everything is looking as grand as possible. So that's what I'm up to today. Okay, the next stop of the day is meeting the appraiser here at a listing. So if schedule allows, I like to be here in person to meet the appraiser, walk them through, give them some comparables, give them the feature sheet about the property, all the updates that the seller has made, all the things that make the home special, all the things that they've spent money on upgrading and updating, so that the appraiser has just a nice, easy, here you go, here's all the information that I used to price the home and information what the buyers used to make the offers, including any escalation offers and everything. So what I like to do is I like to get here ahead of schedule because appraisers often arrive a little before or a little after the time that they said. And if you're not here, they'll sneak in and out, but you can always email them the information as well. So I like to get here before. I like to turn on all the lights, make sure everything's clean and ready to go so the house is presentable as possible. I also keep all my staging stuff here until after the appraiser has come, the appraisal report has come back in, and then I'll go ahead and I'll pack up all my staging stuff and remove it. So today just ran through here really quick, getting the house ready and prepped for him. It is snow outside, so if I had a shovel here, I'd probably shovel the walkway at least, but I don't have one here. But I have prepared some information for the appraiser. So what I like to do, they normally use 3 houses as part of the comp process. So I've been told my other appraisers, they like to have 1 over and 1 under and 1 just about. So I actually have 2 today that are over. 1 is over a little bit more, 1 is slightly over, and 1 is slightly under. They like to pull them for the last 6 months. The sooner the better, meaning if a house just sold, that looks better than a house that sold 9 months ago. But anyways, so you can pull houses that have sold in the last 12 months. If it's sold in the last month, that's even better. They like to use houses that are within 20% of the size of your home. So if you have 1,000 square feet, you can go 20% above, 20% below. If they can stay within a 10-year build time, that's great. So if your house was built in 1960, they'll look 1970, 1950, but there's some flexibility there because, you got to find some comparable homes. If you're within a neighborhood, they want to stay within that neighborhood. They'll go out maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles, just depending on the area that you're in. And then if we're in the countryside, the rural areas, we're going to go out as far as 5, 6, 7, 8 miles to find the comparable homes because they're all spread out a little bit more and a little bit more unique. So that's just a little tidbit here about the appraisal process that we're doing today. It typically takes 5 to 7 business days for the appraisal report to come back after the appraiser has come to the house. So in a week's time, we should have this appraisal report back and we'll be on to our next appointment. A little bit more behind the scenes. Since it's snowing, my clients have this huge new cement patio in the back and it's snowing and I don't want anyone to slip and fall. I was using my feet and then I just went and asked the neighbor if I could borrow the shovel. So I've been shoveling the sidewalk and the driveway and now I'm shoveling the cement patio. Welcome to real estate in Michigan.